Coronavirus is awful and horrific. This pandemic is, with the enormous number of people infected and dead as a result. Wouldn't it be worse if public officials, in positions of creating policies and making crucial decisions, failed to learn some lessons so this won't recur to this degree? With nearly all students having to transform their learning experiences from in-person to virtual, while some areas, schools, and systems did an amazing job, others seemed somewhat overwhelmed and had far less stellar results. Therefore, wouldn't it make sense if we rethink and consider how we teach on all levels so we are better prepared for any future contingency and might seamlessly proceed forward into the future? With that in mind, this video will attempt to briefly consider, examine, review, and discuss 5 considerations in order to focus on this essential need. Focus. 1. Economic cost considerations. While, during a crisis, it's often necessary to stop considering economic cost considerations, it is both unrealistic as well as poor policy to do so for a recurrent period of time. How to achieve the best bang for the buck without sacrificing quality education. Where is there waste, etc.? While few will probably do so, the best approach is to begin budgeting with a zero-based approach and methodology. This means, don't merely accept the same old ways, but fully consider the bigger picture with an open mind. What might be the options and alternatives, and what are the relative strengths and weaknesses of each of these? 2. Online strengths and weaknesses. This crisis has forced us to use virtual teaching, because in person, it was impossible and unsafe. Rather than harp on what didn't work, wouldn't it be better to identify the strengths as well as potential weaknesses? Since certain classes require far more interpersonal contact than others, might a hybrid approach be a wise one? For example, large lectures, as are the normal in preliminary prerequisite ones, might be perfectly designed for online presentations. This way, a larger number of people might participate, the course material could be available at a variety of times, and it would enhance the potential for adequate social distancing as a preventive measure. On the other hand, certain courses do not fit as neatly into being virtual, and by eliminating the large lectures, smaller class sizes for these might be more easily achieved. 3. Creating a hybrid. The classrooms of the future might be best achieved by using and creating a hybrid approach. The challenge is for public officials and educators to open their minds to alternatives and options, and envision how this might present a somewhat ideal solution. 4. Improving remote teaching. While some school systems and specific teachers took to this and achieved quality education, others seemed either somewhat unprepared or overwhelmed. Wouldn't it make sense, therefore, to train educators how to be better remote teachers and simultaneously improve the technology to achieve the best results? 5. Trades. One thing we should have learned from this is certain trades and trade workers were essential to our everyday lives. Wouldn't we be wise to introduce these necessary trades, such as electrical, plumbing, HVAC, etc., and develop and cherish these workers? Perhaps we should realize our current system is less than ideal, and believing everyone must go to college may be wasteful and less than effective. Wake up, America, and use these lessons to demand our education system adapts and addresses potential weaknesses, interruptions, health issues, etc. If we don't do so now, when will we? Don't forget to like this video, and subscribe to the channel to receive all new and exclusive